Greetings from sunny South Texas. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I'm back on the tubes over here, guys. It's been kind of crazy lately, but back and what a good way to come back, y'all. I recently received an A.O.K from Ranger Sly. Ranger Sly, man, a good guy. Have a lot of interaction with Ranger Sly over on cheap comic collectors claim sales on Saturdays, and when I first ran into Ranger Sly on the Four Color Fossils, he's been a guest on there. That's where I first saw who he was, and then like I said, as I've been keeping up with triple C's auctions, or excuse me, claim sales, did a lot of good interaction with Ranger. But yeah, so this A.O.K comes from our neighbor to the north. Uh, that's what Dr. Silver Age calls them. And real quick, Doc, if you're watching this, brother, uh, fast recovery, my friend. And also, today is Mother's Day, so shout out to all the beautiful mothers out there that, like my mother, she helped drive today's back issue sales by throwing all my books away, but that's another story, right? But anyway, and also, happy birthday to Shannon, brother Shannon League, man. Happy birthday to you, brother. But anyway, without further ado, now Ranger, let me tell you something, man. These books have probably been here since Thursday, but I did not know about it until today. Now, why? Now, you can ask Rob, Triple C, man, how sometimes my wife sees them. My wife takes care of her mother and father on a daily basis, right? So she goes over there, and a lot of times when packages get delivered to the mail, they put them inside of our gate. And so when she's going for the day, she picks up packages, puts them in the back of the car. And a lot of times, if if they're addressed to me, you know, we got a lot of things going on, right? But yeah, so yeah, like Rob can attest to, man. They're usually in the back of the car, and I don't know. So, but anyway, I love you. I love my wife. Don't worry about it. But yeah, but I got them. That's all that matters. So. I opened the box, but I have not looked at the books. He sent them very nicely. I do notice he sent a nice letter. And I love the Yosemite Sam, right? Oh man, are these things back? Anyway, I love that. And how did you know that was my favorite Looney Tune character? But he sent a nice letter along. And thank you, Ranger. Thank you, brother. It's a very beautiful letter. And I must say, you've got some beautiful handwriting to match. But thank you. And no, man, you keep being awesome, Ranger. So without any further ado, I'd like to just show you what he sent. And then we'll flip this camera around and let's take a look at the books. And we'll flip through some pages on them, right? So here we go. Turn up the music a little bit, right? It's been a while since I've done this. But yeah. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's take a look at these books. Like I said, I just want to show you the covers, and then we'll do another look. He said he sent me, well, we'll see. We'll see, all right? So, got a backing board here. All right, so this one, this book, I got to put my glasses on, y'all. Can't see too good up close. But the first book he sent is John Sable #1. Yeah, so during the claim sales, we kind of, all of us that are involved in those claim sales, we get a little bit better understanding what each one of us collects and what we want to collect, things like that. So he said he was going to send me this one. So, oh, and by the way, Ranger, I do need to get a hold of you, man. We'll figure things out, but that's cool, man. I can see this John Sable #1. We're going to take a look at it deeper. But on the back here, oh, wow. Dude. Okay, on the back, he sent over the Phantom #1. Wow. Now, what I want to start doing is I want to start digging deeper into these types of characters, the ones from the pulps and things like that. Sort of like starting from comic book conception and working out this way because, as we know in literature, things like that, there are certain archetypes. Well, we have the Phantom, and as I study more, I'll see that archetype in characters that have become popular since. But hey, man, this is nice. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, you want a professor at your side. You want somebody that knows their comic book history, that understands literature and things like that. Ranger Sly, man, he's helped me out so many times on my videos about what's what, things like that. Oh, look at this one. Heck yeah, Ranger. How did you know, man? This is gonna be filling in this run nicely. But we have Jonah Hex, and I know who this is already. This is Truman. Jonah Hex, Tough Mojo, number 1 of 5. Right, that's gotta be, yeah, Timothy Truman doing the art on this one. But we're gonna take another look at it. This is beautiful. And the Ranger knows that I love my Westerns, and like you said in your letter, Ranger, unfortunately, sadly, right, there's a lot of us, fewer Western comic fans around, but I'm happy to be one of them, man. Oh, shoot, yeah, he sent me number 2. All right, so that is nice, Ranger. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I got 1, 2, and bam, number 3. That is beautiful, Ranger. And yeah, Jonah Hex is one of my favorite all-time characters. He's in there. He's in there. I'm working on a top 5 characters. We're going to add Jonah Hex to that. Oh shoot! Yeah, look at there. He also sent me number 4, and I took a peek. I took a peek, Ranger. He gave me the whole series. Awesome, brother. Thank you. Golly, that is beautiful. And I was contemplating reading this online, but you saved me from that, Ranger. And speaking of number 5, boom, look at that. It's got that beautiful skull cover. It's got a horse. I mean, come on. No Ranger knows what he's doing. DC Vertigo. Oh, shoot. You see, I'm trying not to look at the back of the book, Ranger, but I see something here that... Golly, all right, so enough of that, man. Let's turn it around. The Coming of Caleb Hammer. Marvel Premiere number 54. Shoot, yeah, Ranger. You know, we're all over the country. We're all over the world as comic collectors, and some of you guys live in areas where you can get things pretty easily if you go to your LCS. And I've said it, tons of times. It's hard for me to get some of this stuff. But god dang, man, this is awesome. Cannot wait to look into this one, Ranger. That is beautiful, man. God. Okay. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. Look at this. Mystery Rider of the Wild West. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Thunder. Number 1. The DC 20 Center, baby. God dang, Ranger. Woo! That is beautiful. I can't say that enough, man. That is nice. I can't wait to take a look at it. Ooh. Here we go. It says from Charlton Comics, man. Charlton. Again, you talk about stuff that's hard for me to get around here. Billy the Kid, number 127. But look what it says up here. Special Billy the Kid. So maybe that's... Oh, because why? Because it's all Severin art. Oh, John Severin art all up in here. God, thank you, Ranger. God, dang. You know, I told Rob one time, on one of his videos, that this artist right here, John Severin, I think I was first introduced to his work through Crack Magazine. So that's where I would get a lot of his style, right? So, man, thank you. All right, so obviously, Ranger. Yeah. Number 84, Conan the Barbarian. Look at that book. Oh, he's even got information about the first appearance of Zula and Darfarian swordsman and sorcerer. Wow. All right, cool. Thank you, Ranger. I am putting together a Conan run. I know it's been done millions of times, but I want to be part of it, man, because, yeah, you talking about top 5, number 1 right here, baby. Conan. God dang. Thank you, Ranger. Woo. All right. I'm looking at the next one, y'all. Conan the Barbarian, number 69. God dang. And I'm looking at the back already. Man, what is Ranger? So that's 69, and then I flip it over. Number 131. Look at that. You know, I have nothing against new comics. When I go to my LCS, I head to the new comics first, and I look at them, and I'm like, well, you know, but it's just something about what we remember. Thank you, Ranger. That's a 60 center. Here we go. Keep on coming. Conan the Barbarian, 133. Again, come on now. That's kind of got a Scooby-Doo kind of look vibe to it, right? If that makes any sense to anybody out there. That reminds me of some character I've seen on Scooby-Doo, but that is beautiful. And then I flip this one over. Look at that. Conan the Barbarian, 130, 135. And Ranger, I don't know if you know this or not, but I love birds, man. I love birds. A lot of the artwork that I create has birds incorporated in it. And I love this beautiful owl you got on here. Now, that's a big owl, boy, if he's coming down on Conan like that. We all know Conan's pretty big guy, so. Ah, all right. Ooh. Ooh. Ranger. Man, Ranger, your kindness is, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you our fighting forces, number 126. This one's featuring the losers, Captain Storm, Johnny Cloud, Gunner, and Sarge. Shoot them. What does it say? For what they did, they must die. Look at that, guys. Our fighting forces. God. Wow. Ranger, I gotta get a hold of you, buddy. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then on the back, our fighting forces, number 129. And look at this. Native American right there on the cover, man. It's been told to me that we come from a Comanche. So yeah, I'm always looking for that sort of stuff, man. That is awesome. God, dang it, Ranger. Woo. All right. I got an audience here. All right. Ooh, man. So Ranger, you've already hit westerns. You've hit horror comics. War comics, and now you've got Unexpected, number 181. Let's see. Can I distinguish who the artist is on this one? It's got LD. I have to look that one up. Can't think of it right offhand, but this woman says, "This is horrible. How did your dresses get ripped like this?" There's probably a monster under the bed. Oh man. And you got Happy Mother's Day. Look at there. This is not planning. Oh man, mother always kept us guard from all the monsters and things like that. Or grandmothers. I'm going to include grandmothers out there, and grandmothers definitely had a big part in my life. So Oh man, that is beautiful. And on the back of this one, it says, "Have you the nerve to face the unexpected?" Love this title, number 169. Oh yeah, Ranger, Ranger. I cannot thank you enough, brother. So what we're gonna do now is let's crack some of these open, man. Let's see what beauty they have within these pages. And so give me a moment. Let me flip this thing around and let's do this. All right, so let's take a look through these, man. So we're gonna start with Sable number one, John Sable. Um, Speaking of A.O.Ks, I know Aaron sent me a few issues of this, and I already had a few issues. But the ones that Aaron sent over really explain the origin of who this is and things like that. So once I read those, I can't remember exactly what issues they were. As I got more invested. Oh yeah, now I remember now. So John Sable, of course, is I guess you'd call him a mercenary, but the details kind of escape me. But his sort of alter ego is an author, because that's what he really wanted to do, and he wound up becoming a children's author. So this is his disguise, because he doesn't want anybody to know what he does. So there it is, man. But who do we, of course, we got Mike Grell doing the art on these. See if we can get to a title page. But, I mean, look at these layouts on these John Sables. I mean, this is like, you talk about books sort of, some titles have more, I guess, demand because of movies, things like that. But this is just a good story. Yeah, it's beautiful artwork. It says written and illustrated by Mike Grell. So he's doing a whole thing on here. And look at that. Come on. Look at that. It's put out by First Comics in the 80s. Okay. So let's just do a kind of a flip through. And yeah, you're definitely getting your money's worth on these indie 80s, man. This is beautiful stuff. I mean, every page that I flip through, there's been, this guy put his heart and soul into this. And if he didn't, boy, he sure is fooling me. There you go. Golly. So Ranger, yeah, man, right out the bat. And you told me, I said, yeah, I'm going to send this to you. And I said, well, yeah, I appreciate it. No need to, but god dang. All right. And look at that back cover. That's a sign of a good book. I don't see an ad for... Anyway, this is all new monthly Avenger Star Slayer, so Mike Grell's on that one. All right, then we go over to the Phantom. Now look at here. Again, one of these, let's just open it up to the beginning. Wow, this is good artwork. So it's written by Peter David. I know Peter David has written many things. I know he's pretty popular for his Hulk and She-Hulk, things like that. Pencils are done by Sal Velluto, however you want to say it. All right. And again, look at this, guys. This is beautiful. So yeah, I know the Phantom has been around for generations. But again, it's one of those characters that I wouldn't mind digging into, just to see like what his iteration is here, but go back and see it from the beginning. All right. I mean, guys, look, I'm just turning the pages randomly, and you can see the beauty in all this. You're probably going to hear me say that more than once today. Ah, man. And again, with somebody like Peter David doing the writing, you're going to get some thought into it, right? Oh, we got some pinups here towards the back. We got some pencils in the back. And speaking of the back, there you go. Man, I don't know what year this came out, but it's going to be fairly kind of recent. It's got a website down there. We'll look at that. All right, let's look at another one. Oh, yeah. Ranger. Coming of Caleb Hammer. I do not know anything about this character. I believe, was it a one-shot? I believe, maybe. I see right here Pinkerton Agency, right? So the Pinkertons are involved. Look at that. As if that's not Josie Wells, I don't know who it is, man. The Devil's Starry Anvil. Wow. So we're going to find out who's doing this. So we got Peter B. Gillis is a writer. And Gene Day. All right, cool. So Gene Day art. Again, putting all the good stuff in here. Look at that. Again, these are just random flips, y'all. Oh, wow. Now there's a chain link fence. What's going on here? All right. Give me an idea of what the time frame is. Sorry about the shadow, y'all. Try to do this a little bit better. Yeah, this looks nice. And again, Ranger, I don't know how you knew it, man, but this has been on my radar for a while. But I don't know. Look at this. Golly, look at that, y'all. I mean, there's just simple things catch me, and that caught me right there. Wow. Star Trek on the back. All right, so let's look at DC's Johnny Thunder. All right, Johnny Thunder #1. I mean, come on now. Can't get any better than that. Starting off with #1. Let's do it like this. Keep it on the... Let's see, who's doing this? It says from All American Western, number 103, 1948. Reprint. So the story was done by Robert Kanigher. There you go. And Alex Toth. Or Toth, however you say it. Right? Wow. And I love to get these. Again, you're going back to the earlier days. Comic books. Guys serving in overseas. They're getting these stories in their hands. They're coming home after the war, and they're still looking for this stuff. So you had kids reading it like me. Of course, not at that time, but you also had everybody reading these types of books, especially these horror and Western books. You got a masked man there. So I wonder if... it's going to be the same artist. No, here we go. This one's from 1953. Nighthawk. Oh, wow. Nighthawk. Yeah. No, Ranger. My gosh. I guess I got to speed it up a little bit, man. We're going to be here all day, but dang, this is worth it, guys. Super worth it. Oh, yeah. I did an Instagram on this ad one time. I love that. It's cool. All right, so now let's look at Charlton Comics, Billy the Kid, the All Severin art. All right, so John Severin all the way through. Let's open up to the first one. Ooh, Memory. Oh, Memory Isle. That's cool. I like store stamps, Ranger. I love store stamps on paperbacks, on anything. It's part of this comic book's journey, right? Where has it been, right? How well has it been taken care of? And Ranger, all these books are beautiful, man. I'm going to make my other books jealous. Let's see, who's doing it? Oh, yeah, no, John Severin. Wow. Andy Gibb. Oh, man. I mean, golly. Yeah, I suppose you like me, just like to watch some videos, people flipping through. Y'all enjoy this, man. And again, thank you, Ranger. All right, so let's look through some Conan here. This is number 84. All right. We got Roy Thomas, of course, doing the writing. Ernie Chan on this one. And joining, welcoming back John Buscema. Oh, Ernie Chan was embellisher, so he kind of put a little spots on it. But wow, that's cool. Buscema is back on this one. All right. And yeah, I mean, if you're not a regular Conan reader or somebody that enjoys these Conans, to me, you're getting everything. You know, you can look at Conan as a vigilante. You can look at him as a Wild West outlaw. You can look at all the monsters, all the sorcery. So if you like just cool combinations of stuff like that, you're always going to get in a Conan book, right? You can go from, I guess, real life to supernatural in just a flip of a page. That's why I love it so much. Of course, you're getting all these beautiful ads. And the letters pages, yeah. So you go and get the reprints, which, you know, like I said, I'll go to Kindle and I'll get stuff to read, but I'm missing out on all this. I'm missing out on the reading of the letters, things like that. So yes, Ranger, thank you. This is gonna fit in nicely with my collection of Conan. I'm still a ways. I'm not so far off from completing, but you know, the big books, the number ones, things like that, I'm still kind of counting because I have reproductions, reprints, things like that. But there you go. Bam. All right, so let's look at Conan 69. All right, what we got on this one? Roy Thomas, Val Merrick, all right, is the artist. And the Tribe is who they list as the illustrators. Who are the Tribe, right? All based off of Robert E. Howard's work. Just kind of do a little bit more flipping through here. But yeah, like I was saying, Ranger, man, he if you caught his appearance on Four Color Fossils, guys, I've been away from YouTube for a little while. Like I said, you know, things get busy, things go. Sometimes things go beyond your control, but I'm catching up slowly, and I did watch Ranger's appearance. Man, he's got, say, a wealth of knowledge. And Ranger, when I was watching that video, I was just like, you know, like you had mentioned, you know, you're Ranger Sly, and yes, you love your westerns, but you love so many other things, right? So yeah, really enjoyed that one. Old Micah interviewing you. Here we go, Conan number 131. This one's gonna be Gil Kane, and Bruce Jones is a writer. All right, see how it differs. Gil Kane, Ernie Chan doing the art on this one. Yeah, you can see, let's see, do you see any up the nose shots here? Right, that's what Kane is mostly known for. There you go, one right there. Ask and you shall receive. But yeah. And of course, Conan, you know, he might be on a ship one time. He might be in the village. He might be in the city. He might be out in the wilderness. You never know, man, where he's going to wind up. Of course, you got your sorcerers and your druids. And, I mean, all that's just, that's cool to me. You got your monsters right there. Yeah. But yeah, everybody has what they like to collect. There's old Jim Shooter. Oh man, look at that, y'all. Cowboy Jim there. Everybody has what they like to collect. Everybody's got their own thing, and this happens to be mine. Ranger, you sent over some of these. They're just right where I'm at. I mean, I got nothing against the capes and the cows, and yeah, I do read those as well. Just like you say, Ranger. You know, we're not pigeonholed into one thing, but there's certain things that we enjoy a little bit more than others, and this is for me. This is it. Conan. This is number 135, and you're looking at Mark Silvestri art in this one. Stephen Grant is a writer. Joe Rubenstein and Danny Boldanetti is the inker. Almost got like a Green Arrow stance there, right? There's Conan hunting. Yeah. Say, Easy, why don't you quit flapping your lips and just let the art speak for itself? I'll do that. Make sure that's centered up there. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, I go and look for these new, you know, I want to give new comics a shot. But I think more so I do that through the Kindle. They often have things for you to sample and things like that. So I look at it and I enjoy them. But, you know, like a lot of us out there, this is what makes that heart happy. This is what brings us. For me, comics are part of my way of maintaining, you know, busy work and things like that. They're part of my way of keeping my sanity about me, right? Come home after a long day and you at somewhere before the end of the night, you're cracking open some comics and it takes you away, right? It takes us away. We got Gil Kane doing the art on this one and Bruce Jones doing the writing. Look at that. There's just so many things so many things about comic books to study, from just the graphic standpoint of it, right there, to the storytelling, things like that. So beautiful stuff. All right, so can everybody hear the music a little bit? The music that you're listening to, I don't think I'm getting in trouble for it. They're obscure artists from the 60s. Here we go. Losers, Firefighting Forces. Joe Kubert. Joe Kubert. Enough said. All right. Yeah, so I play this music for these videos. I've been doing it for a while. I never got a copyright notice or anything like that. So if you're interested, I guess just go look up some obscure 60s. All right. What year is this? 1970, straight up 1970. Yeah, so I'll be turning 51 this year. So where does that put me on the scale of, right? This was obviously put out before my time, but this is exactly the types of books that I was, you know, that I was flipping through as a kid and reading as a kid, because my uncles, of course, a little bit older than me, a few years older than me, they were getting these books. This is what they gravitated towards. So, of course, that's what I grew up on. So each flip of the page, Ranger, each feel of that texture, and I'm not going to take a sniff on it yet, but yeah, I know that's there too. I mean, it's all here, y'all. It's all here. Memories come flooding back. You know, you see, especially the ads and of course the letters. I don't know. I gotta give it a nice caress, man, because ain't nothing like it. And again, don't want to keep harping on something new, because there's some new books that I enjoy. Matter of fact, I just read a series that I picked up from Rob on his auction. I'll do a video on that later. Look at that. Hot Wheels, man, dude. You know, back late 70s, I remember you get with $1, I could get a Hot Wheel and a 45 record. Couldn't get any better than that, man. Shout out TGNY. Here we go. Losers. Or excuse me, Our Fighting Forces, number 129. All right. Joe Kubert on the cover. Who's going to be on the interior? Yeah, look at that. Everything is in here, Ranger. Yeah. Look at, I mean, you know, another thing that I like to collect is albums and anything that draws my attention. Oh, and by the way, you know, when I say I collect, there's a little caveat to that. I collect with a serious, uh, like a like this goal that I have is to a certain price range for things that I like to buy, because I mean there's beautiful books out there, and I definitely want them, but part of the game, part of the fun for me is seeing what I can get, and I use that mentality in collecting records. So one of these days, if anybody cares to watch, I'm gonna flip through some of my album collection and see what you can get for anywhere from $1 to $2 over the years that I've collected. And yeah, I'd like to do a video on that one day, just to show you, of course, the comics that I collect, but also the books that I collect, the paperbacks. Oh wow, look at that, Superman 1971. You know, little oddballs, because I know a lot of us, we're collectors because we collect so many other things, and I'd like to share that maybe over on Psychotronic Squirt Guns live stream. I'll bust out some of those record albums. But yeah, this is beautiful, man. Again, big fast cars need big fat tires. Oh god. All right, so let's look at Unexpected number 169. Right. And again, I like these. This is a story by George Cashton and Art Rubini. I enjoy these because, you know, you can get into these stories and get out, enjoy the story without having to kind of scratch your head and say, well, when did this happen in this character's existence? When did this happen? I mean, that's why I like these so much. Maybe that's why I, you know, gravitated towards them when I was a kid. I don't know, Ranger, just look at that. Come on. Am I messing it up? But anyway, I'm just admiring that face in the middle of all that, those flames and things like that. Wow. I'm looking at this. This is what's wowing me right now. This whole book is wowing me. Alfredo Alcala, there you go. No wonder I wowed it. Did the art on that one. Alfredo Alcala. Another one of those artists that I'd like to learn more about. Lee Elias is the writer on this one. Wesley Marsh is the author on this one. 5 Minutes to Midnight. Anyway. Yeah, those always fascinated me when I was a kid. All right, let's see what's going on now. Unexpected number 181. Sorry about that. Lee Elias art. Oh wow, Web of Treachery. The artist Fred Carrillo and Carl Wessler. Yeah, I can't wait to sit down and read these. So yeah, Ranger, like I said, man, my wife she puts packages in the back of the car, and you know, she's got her responsibilities. And this morning I got in the car to go to the store real quick, and I was like looking in the back of her car. I was like, what is this? I was like, oh shoot. So I said, you know, I got back. I said, hey babe, the package back there, when did that get here? Anyway, she says, you're gonna blame me, right? You're gonna make a video blaming me. I said, you dang right I'm gonna blame you. Cause you know, cause Ranger, I saw you on the claim sale Saturday, and I'm pretty sure you knew the books were already here, but I never said anything because I didn't know, man. Look at that, Timothy Truman art. Right, this is probably not for everybody, but for me, Truman came into my radar because of his work on Scout, and also on the Hawkman series, Hawk World. Oh man, so yeah, I mean, I like this. So this is that series that he sent over. We'll take a couple of looks at these. Yeah. So yeah, Ranger, if it seemed like I snubbed you on Saturday and didn't say, hey, at least say, yeah, I appreciate the books, man, I didn't know. I did not know, but I know you're a good man, and I know that you probably didn't think that at all. It's in my head. But look at this, man. Come on. Come on. Viva Texas. Viva Terranos. Woo. That's pretty cool, man. Sorry. I'm getting lost and not paying attention. Look at that. We'll look at one more, okay? It's a series of 5, but I don't want to look too much because then I'll start getting some kind of maybe spoiler. But I mean, each one of these that I've opened up, I cannot be more than happy. Look at that. Yeah. So there y'all go. There's a flip through of what Ranger sent. Again, Ranger, your friendship and your kindness. I mean, I'll give you an example. I'll flip through a couple more. You know, when we're doing these claim sales, it's not like some sort of cutthroat thing that we're doing over there. We know we get together, and like if there's certain books that I know that I want and probably somebody else wants, we sort of like, if we claim it, we'll say, hey, unless so-and-so wants it. And that's the way Ranger is. Ranger's more like, yeah, I'll take that one, but if somebody else wants it or somebody else needs to complete their run or whatever, y'all go ahead and take it. I mean, that's just the kind of vibe it is over there. And again, Ranger is a big part of that. I know that on some of the claim sales that I missed, Ranger instituted, he was buying everybody the first round, things like that. And I mean, it's just his kindness, y'all. And like I said, he's up there in the Great White North. So, and in Ranger, when I was watching your session over on Fort Color Fossil, I heard you mention that it's pretty difficult to get vintage books. So, like I said, I need to get a hold of you. I think I can help you there, my friend. Look at that. But anyway, guys and gals, let me flip this thing back around and we'll go from there. All right, so there I'll have it. Thank you, Ranger Sly. Like I said, these books are beautiful, man. And it's good to be back making a few more videos here. Like I said, you know, life isn't always the smoothest, you know. Work calls you for many things, you know. Work, you know, there's just certain duties we have to do, certain things we have to do, and it's just good to be back here speaking with y'all. Hopefully, all of y'all are doing well. And sometimes we just got to make it through certain things that we've got our responsibilities to do, and we get those taken care of. And here we are again. So it's one big hangout. So before I leave, I just again want to say to Dr. Silver Age, it's good that you're on the mend. It's good that you're posting out. We're all pulling for you, brother. We're all pulling for you, and that's about it, y'all. So I still haven't come up with any snappy send off, so I'll just end it by saying thank you. I appreciate everybody watching, and y'all take care out there. Bye.